In today's video, we're going to be demonstrating how to load the Nupoint system firmware onto either the Aerimis or the Remote Viewer system. To follow this tutorial directly, you'll need Tera Term freeware, although there are several terminal emulators available. Your system will be shipped to you with the latest firmware already installed, however, from time to time, updates are required to keep your system running smoothly. If it is time for your system's firmware update, you will be alerted via email. It is possible that your system will require a firmware update while it's deployed in the field, and in that event you will need to update it the next time you travel to its location. And for that reason, let's outline everything you need to be prepared to update your firmware while you're in the field in the event you have no connection to the internet. To begin, you'll need a computer that you plan to carry out the update process with, as well as a USB to serial cable. All the downloads can be accessed after signing into our client portal. You can access the Nupoint client portal from our website at nupointsystems.com or by going directly to pvs.nupointsystems.com. After you sign in to the client portal, select System Management and then Downloads. The first file is under Tools and is labeled Tera Term. If this download doesn't work, you can also find it on the Tera Term project webpage, although depending on when you see this video, the file might be a different version. And lastly, you'll need the firmware files, which can also be found on the Nupoint Systems client portal under Firmware on the Downloads page. The correct firmware file for your camera is determined by the first 3 digits of the Nupoint system number located on the back of your camera's enclosure. Reference the table you see on screen or the information you got in your Nupoint Systems update email and select the correct firmware file for download. And finally, we recommend that you download this video to your device, that way you can review it while you're performing the update. It's also a good idea to review it a few times in advance of your travel, that way you can contact technical support if you have any questions. We're here to help. To recap, before you travel to the field, we recommend you download and install Tera Term onto your computer, download the firmware upgrade files found in the downloads on our customer portal, and download this video to your computer. With the Tera Term freeware installed, connect your USB to serial adapter to the test port on your camera system and to your computer's USB port. To ensure that Tera Term functions correctly and all options are available for selection, first, securely fasten your USB to serial adapter. Second, turn on the camera system by activating the test modem switch. And finally, once the program's installed, launch the Tera Term app. Remember, when the update process is complete, return the test modem switch back to the off position. Once you've launched Tera Term, activate the serial option, then select the USB port the camera is connected to from the drop-down menu labeled Port. Once you click OK, a command window will open. In this window, click Setup and then Serial Port. Select the COM port you're using, shown here with COM5. Then, under Speed, select 115200. Confirm flow control is set to none, then click New Setting. Then select the command window again, and while holding Control, press A. You can now type in login space admin on the nil prompt line like we do here. Click File, Transfer, Z Modem, and then Send. In the window that opens, you're going to need to find the files that we downloaded earlier. Selecting your desktop as the location to extract the file you download from our website is recommended, and you can always refer to the Nupoint notification email to remind yourself of the file's name. Note that if your system's an Aerimis camera, the file will include a -IR in the name, and if your system's a remote viewer camera, the file name will include a -G. Additionally, in this window you can upload multiple files at once by holding Control and clicking to highlight them, then clicking Open. After pressing OK, each selected file will transfer one after the other. And once again, just as a reminder, -IR files are for the Aerimis camera system, and -G files are for the remote viewer camera systems. Once the transfer is complete, you'll see the window with the admin prompt again. At this point, you'll repeat the process to keep uploading files, or if you're like us and you selected multiple at once, you can check that the file's uploaded successfully by entering the command ls. We're now going to select a boot image with the command bprog space b200-g.img. After pressing enter, you should see OK. Next, type aprog space sd200-g.img. Again, press enter and you should see OK. Next, you'll want to reboot the system with the command reboot, Once finished rebooting, hold Ctrl and press A to continue entering commands. You can now type in login space admin, and then type in ver to check that the version that you uploaded matches the version that you downloaded. And finally, to remove the files that were uploaded to the camera that are no longer required, press rm space star.img. And with that, you've successfully updated the firmware on your camera. And as a reminder, before closing the camera, return the test modem switch back to the off position. If you've had any issues along the journey here, feel free to contact the Nupoint technical support team at nupointsystems.com/contact. If you found this video helpful, you might want to view our other videos. These can be found on our client portal, our Vimeo, or our YouTube channels.